Hello, everyone. So, in this week of our course, we're going to be looking at pulmonary issues, and there are several in our chapters of reading that we'll be looking at and how to make adjustments in preparation for handling differing populations that may suffer from those disabilities. However, there's one specifically I wanted to target and focus on was asthma. Again, it's one you may see more common even in healthy populations, someone that may suffer from asthma, or even those who suffer from sports-induced asthma. So there's differing types of asthma. But for us, one of the things I wanted to focus on was some basic principles that are very kind of self-explanatory to what you need to be aware of when working with a client who suffers from asthma. So, one of the first things, strategies, is very basic, is in your initial conversations and planning with your client, uh, is figuring out, are there patterns to when they typically have attacks? Is there a certain type of time of day? Is there a certain type of activity? Or is there other conditions that sometimes exacerbate their problems? For example, you know, is it first thing in the morning? Is it in the evening? Does cold affect them? Does heat? So then you can plan accordingly your prescription of your program to fit that timing. The other thing too, sometimes when you're dealing with someone with asthma, just like always, you have to be more vigilant with anyone. But you have to be even increasingly vigilant with them, especially during high intense aerobic activity. And one of the basic tests that we have is the talk test for determining the intensity that they're dealing with. Because even sometimes monitoring heart rate and those types of things can point to an asthma attack, but their inability to breathe or talk can. So constantly monitoring that during any type of aerobic activity. And specifically for aerobic activity, you may need to slowly increase the intensity, warming up slowly, cooling down more, spending more time preparing their body for aerobic activity, similar to what you would do in preparing the body for movement and resistance training, warming up the muscles, the joints. You need to warm up the pulmonary areas, the lungs, the heart to prepare for asthma, getting the body to that steady state before you hit the high intensity exercises. So those are some basic things for asthma that you can do with anybody, but you can do more specifically for those populations.